That day, I got an opportunity that probably won't come twice, to attend a photo shoot between Zhou Yi and Cheng Lei. As a media watcher, I'm used to seeing a lot of artists working behind the camera. But that afternoon, as soon as I entered the studio room, I felt something different. There is a warm vibration, a kind of cute and pleasant energy, which slowly envelopes the room. I think this photo shoot will go on as usual. Pose, smile, click the camera. But as it turned out, I was very wrong. What I saw was so much more than just a photo shoot. It was a show of chemistry that was so thick, warm, and at the same time adorable. Natural, flowing encounter. Zhou Yi came first. She was wearing a simple light blue dress, her hair gently loose. Once inside, he greeted everyone with a sincere smile that instantly made the atmosphere of the studio feel lighter. A few minutes later, Cheng Lei arrived in a casual style, wearing a white shirt and black pants. As soon as he saw Zhou Yi, his expression immediately changed. His eyes lit up, his lips smiled widely, as if he had just met an old friend. "Finally, we photoshoot together too," Cheng Lei said while shaking hands with Zhou Yi warmly. Zhou Yi chuckled a little. "Yeah, I guess you're going to keep busy and forget about this schedule." From there, I knew that their interaction would not be ordinary. There is a sense of comfort that flows just like that, without being artificial. Photographer's direction. The photographer called them to start the session. "Well, let's try the two poses first. Stand a little closer, yes." They nodded. Zhou Yi stood on the left, Cheng Lei on the right. At first they seemed stiff, but in just a matter of seconds, the awkwardness vanished. Cheng Lei started throwing little jokes, making Zhou Yi hold back laughter. Click. The camera captured the moment perfectly. Zhou Yi's half-embarrassed smile, plus Cheng Lei's satisfied expression that seemed to have managed to make him laugh. The photographer smiles contentedly. "Good, very natural. Do not stop. Just continue the interaction." Since then, I feel like I'm not looking at a formal photo shoot, but rather an intimate conversation that happens to be documented by the camera. Little touches, big laughs. One of the poses asks them to stand facing each other. Cheng Lei pretended to be serious, staring at Zhou Yi deeply, while Zhou Yi tried to hold back laughter. But of course, he lost. His broad smile broke out, making everyone in the studio laugh along. "Why are you looking at me so seriously?" Zhou Yi asked. "This is the photographer's direction," Cheng Lei replied innocently. "When I look at you, you keep laughing. So whose fault is it?" Zhou Yi slowly hit Cheng Lei's arm with an embarrassed laugh. Click. The camera again captured the moment, a scene full of spontaneity, sweet as well as hilarious. That's what I mean by strong and cute chemistry. There is no need for excessive words. Just a small interaction can already create a warm atmosphere. Second outfit. New mood. After a few sessions, they changed outfits. This time Zhou Yi wore an elegant white dress, while Cheng Lei appeared in a neat grey suit. As the two stood side by side, the room suddenly felt like the pages of a world-class fashion magazine. However, despite their elegant appearance, they still could not resist joking. As Zhou Yi tried to keep a graceful pose, Cheng Lei suddenly made a silly facial expression, making him burst out laughing. "Don't make me fail to focus," Zhou Yi protested while covering her mouth with her hand. "If I don't make you laugh, the picture will be stiff," Cheng Lei replied with a shrug. Click. Again the camera managed to capture that wonderful moment. A mix of graceful and hilarious, serious and relaxed. Real support. There was one moment that was so memorable for me. When the photographer asked for a rather difficult pose, Zhou Yi had to turn his head to the side while Cheng Lei stood slightly behind him. He seemed to have a bit of trouble keeping his balance. Without being asked, Cheng Lei directly extended his hand to stabilize Zhou Yi's pose. The grip is light, but it's obvious that he wants to make sure his partner is comfortable. "Thank you," Zhou Yi said with a sincere smile. "Take it easy, I'm here," Cheng Lei replied quietly. The simple scene made the room silent for a moment. Everyone could feel the real warmth behind their mutual support. Contagious laughter. As the sessions progressed, the atmosphere of the studio became more fluid. Zhou Yi and Cheng Lei started flirting with each other in a cute way. For example, when Zhou Yi was asked to stare at the camera with a serious expression, Cheng Lei actually imitated him with an exaggerated style. The result? Laughter broke out throughout the studio. "It's so hard working with you," Zhou Yi said with a laugh. "That's my strength." "I'm doing a good job," Lili said proudly. The camera never stops capturing those moments. Every laugh, every look, every little interaction they had, it all felt so honest and adorable. Chemistry that can't be bought. As an observer, I am well aware that not all work couples can have natural chemistry. Sometimes it takes a long time, sometimes it never appears at all. But Zhou Yi and Cheng Lei were different. From the very beginning, they seem to have found the same rhythm. They do not need to pretend to be familiar, because there is already real comfort. They do not need to be excessively directed, because their own spontaneity already generates wonderful moments. Chemistry like this cannot be made up, let alone bought. It is born of sincerity, mutual respect, and naturally arising warmth. Crew and team reactions. It's not just me who's fascinated. The crew in the studio also did not stop commenting. "Wow, they fit perfectly. The photos must be amazing," said one of the photographer's assistants. "Look, they don't even need to be directed too much. Already like a magazine cover couple," added the stylist with a smile. It's true. Even before the photos were printed, we all knew that this photo shoot would result in something special. After the camera goes out, when the photo shoot session is over, the familiar atmosphere does not immediately disappear. Zhou Yi and Cheng Lei were still joking when they took off their outfits. They thanked the crew, then sat down for a while and drank some water. I watched from afar. No Jame effect, no distance. They talk lightly, sometimes laugh, sometimes seriously. "It's very exciting today," Zhou Yi said. "It's more fun than work," Li said. The sentence is simple, but it describes everything. Reflections of resource persons. As a source who witnessed firsthand, I can conclude one thing. Their chemistry is not only for the camera, but also real behind the scenes. There's something cute in the way they tease each other, and there's something strong in the way they support each other. It was this unity that made the photo shoot of the day so effective. I came home with a big smile, carrying a note full of stories. On the last page, I wrote one simple sentence. Sometimes, the greatest strength is not the perfect pose, but the sincere laughter shared together. Moments worth remembering. That day was probably just one of many photo shoot schedules for them. But for me, it was an experience that I will always remember. Because behind the studio lights, I saw something more beautiful than any photograph. A genuine, warm, and cute human connection, woven into every look, laugh, and simple touch. Zhou Yi and Cheng Lei prove that chemistry is not just a term in the entertainment world.